What's going on YouTube? Back again with my summer car. Welcome back to the channel as you join me in the workshop as we put some spark plugs around the engine. Soon their fate will be sealed. Soon they'll be part of something much greater than themselves and will be living the dream. Hope everyone's all good as we get started on this episode. We are, as I say, just putting some spark plugs in. Put the oil filter on last time. We've got fluids ready to go. So we're living the dream here as I just take a beat to figure out what's going on. We go into the spanner set and get the spark plug spanner, spark plug wrench. I should know this, I don't. It's that thing that I'm aiming at that I need, spark plug wrench. There we go. And yeah, we get the spark plugs in and we are looking that much more likely. Okay, so as I've said before, I am using a guide for the engine build for the Satsuma in this, and the next part on was the alternator, or is the alternator. I'm saying was because I've moved to a bit of a post-commentary kind of style in the more recent My Summer Cars videos, which I hope you guys are enjoying as much as I'm enjoying putting them together for you. So as you can see there is a bit of an adjuster to deal with insofar as the alternator for the engine on this, which we will get to all in due time as I struggle around to try and find the heads to get this thing tightened into the engine properly. So now with the alternator fitted and everything ready to rock and roll on that front, it became apparent to me that I had, well, I'd missed another part, hadn't I? I was missing an alternator belt, which I needed, so that would necessitate another trip into town. So I'd read in my research that the bike, as characterful as it is, was able to carry one item. I was going for one item. How difficult would it be to bring back an alternator belt on the back of the bike? Pretty simple, right? I mean, worst case scenario, just put it in your pocket and away we go. The majority of this episode is me struggling with the bike, and oh man, this whole thing, the whole video you're about to watch is about, it's over an hour's worth of raw footage, near enough, that I've condensed down to a bite-sized chunk for you. Just enjoy my fumblings. It's a nightmare. The bike is a nightmare. we were away, hitting the open roads, goblin mode, feeling like another lifetime entirely as the bike roars into life, and away we go. As you may see from the footage, this is 3 times as quick as it took, because in my infinite wisdom I thought, why not go a different way? There's got to be different ways into town, right? There's a big old map. There might be decent content trying to find a different way around, show people the game a little bit more, make it a little bit more accessible than usual. Turn left at the T-junction, right at the 4-way onto the road, and then rounding into town. We're running some colourful characters on the way around. The phone is full of people that we're never likely to meet, at least not up to this point. Surely the world's got to be full of these people at some stage, right? God, has to be. I can only characterise that thought now as a mistake. Everything is difficult. I can't wait to get the car running. It is objective 1, 2, 3 and 4 all the way through every number you can foreseeably count to or imagine in your mind. I will be actively searching for the van, and I will never say a bad word about a tractor ever again. Ever again. I'd rather it take 20 minutes every time than take 5 minutes worth of hell on the bike. Everything is more difficult. Everything is more difficult. We made it into town. Alternator belt on the horizon. I knew the way back. This would be as simple as a milkman in, alternator belt, put it in the bike, on the bike, wherever, out, straight back. put the alternator belt on. Progress. Progress. Magical word. It wasn't that easy. It never is in my summer car. What I will say is if you're watching this thinking, hey, this might be for me, just know. Warning from me. Everything is not as simple as it looks. There is a learning curve to everything, and that, don't get me wrong, it adds to the charm. But yeah, what you're gonna see is a complete novice trying to put shopping on a bike, and then giving up, and then just trying to put the alternator belt on the bike. So have fun. This video is just full of me fumbling around with the bike, trying desperately to make ends meet, like a desperate man on the edge. But hopefully my errors steer you in a different path, my friends. I can only hope. Hours had passed, seemingly. I'd resorted to trick shots to try and get the alternator belt onto the bike. Nothing was working. The bike kept falling over, my patience was thinning. Screaming to the sky for a tractor, my kingdom for the tractor. An error that I wouldn't soon forget. Bringing the bike into town. Quick as it might have been, it was not worth the hassle. We'd done it. We had done it. At long last. The alternator belt was on the bike. We were on the bike. The bike was moving. As long as we didn't fall off on the way back to the house, everything should be fine. And that would be easy enough because I was going to go back the way that I knew it was. And, you know, content will be what the content will be. I'll edit around it. This was an hour in the making. From the time I'd woke up, from the time I'd loaded the game. It took me all of this time to get into town, get the alternator belt, get back on the bike and back up the freeway. Life in this moment, I can tell you, was sweet. So sweet. Maybe too sweet. And just like that, we had another issue. We were blind. I had no idea what was happening, why it happened, or how to fix it. A quick Google would tell me that blindness can occur when you ride your bike without your helmet on. The bug gets in your eye, whatever, everything's fine. It takes 10 minutes. Game had other plans. I was summarily ran over. And I was killed. Starting back from the graveyard where we just crawled our way back into the land of the living, I would have to go all the way back down the freeway on foot and find the alternator belt as well as the bike, put it all back together, which had taken me a good 10 minutes to do the first time round, and get back and fit the alternator belt. Like I say, nothing comes easy in my summer car, but it's part of the reason why we love it, right? Thank you guys so much for sticking with me through this episode. My voice isn't 100%, which didn't become immediately apparent to me until I started recording the voiceovers. So, yeah, my apologies for sort of like the low energy on this one. We'll be back, but the content's still coming out. It's still coming out. Like I say, an episode a week, regardless of what it is. If it's my summer car or something different, I'll be here every week. Count on you, boy. Anyway. It's been a blast. I look forward to seeing you guys again. Any comments, anything you think I could do differently, anything that you want to see, or any hints, tips, anything else like that, all majorly appreciated if you have them. But yeah, until next time, catch you later, stay safe, all the best.